Morgellons is not really a disease. It's a takeover of the body. It's a technological invasion of biological tissues that's going on. It has affected many, many people worldwide. And it starts with little lesions on the skin that are like, if anyone has ever seen a carbuncle, it's similar to a boil, but it craters into the skin. And that's typically a staph infection. But it can also start with the body issuing shards of what seem like glass or sand. There's a lot of silica and quartz involved. There's a lot of synthetic polymers in the form of fibers. These pock marks tend not to be resolved easily, and dermatologists will tell you that you have dermatitis or folliculitis, but they will not treat for this in any successful way. So people are pretty much left on their own. From the aerosol spraying, we are getting materials that descend into the environment. There's a lot of aluminum, barium, strontium hitting the ground and affecting the pH of the soil. There are also synthetic fibers in the fallout, the environmental fallout. These fibers eventually take up residence in the skin, and they are very, very traceable in the Morgellons lesions. And these are fibers that don't match anything in a university or research facility database. Puffballs, they're called. They're definitely synthetic. Also, in the materials that fall out of the sky are desiccated erythrocytes, red blood cells, in dried form. The fibers actually can make the blood cells within them. So something is happening. They are shiny materials, they glitter, they're definitely technological, and this is being made in the human body out of lesions. I knew then that this is what it was about. It was about transhumanism, and it was about the marriage of man, biological tissue, with technology, especially nanotech. This Morgellon syndrome is really, really darkly and deeply experimental. They range from bugs like grasshoppers with little black eyes, moths, gnats, centipedes, which are purple, and then bark and leaves that look like twigs, and real stuff coming from nature. And all of this is being manufactured in the body, in tubules. So I am wondering if somehow in the body a changeover is taking place, a program that comes in such that the body is being used to create synthetic materials. I wonder if the human body is going to be used to make the life forms. You know, they are eradicating the natural world slowly by all kinds of assaults, such that biology will serve technology forever. This Morgellons is a program. The human being, living things will be the fuel through piezoelectricity. So what they've managed to do is create artificial haze. They're blanketing the planet. We don't see natural cloud forms very often any longer. We see synthetic cirrus. We see a ton of very milky haze that is altering the effect of sunlight. This is a big, big, big stage. You're seeing a new generation of children and young people who have no problem with technologies. They drag their iPhones around everywhere. They're going to think that to be enhanced technologically, to have a chip in your brain such that you don't have to Google anything, because all you have to do is think the question and boom, comes a flood of answers, is going to be cool. It's going to be fantastic. Well, what those kids don't realize, Richie, and this is the sad thing, is that they're not going to have working reproductive organs. The frequencies are blowing out our biology. These phones are rattling through us at, 1 billion, 2 billion. Wi-Fi is 2.4 billion, and who's without it today? They're going to have state-supervised or lab-assisted reproduction if they have any gender at all, right? We're into the transgender And so all this will be normal for them. They will be happy to have technology help them conceive, or better yet, technology produce a human being. We live in a very compressed, very unpleasant third dimension, and we are multidimensional. We have a way out, but it's not necessarily in the third dimension. We have to call upon ourselves. I mean, life has been given to us. This is a gift. It's from that we have to draw our power. We have to reclaim our power. We have to realize that we are magnificent. Even though we feel very small and helpless and our bank account is, languishing and we've got too much stress and too much illness, we still can ascend above that.